Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Everything Golf. If you don't know me, I'm Carpenter, professional golfer out of Hickory, North Carolina. And I wanted to start this YouTube channel in hopes to get some recognition and maybe even better someone else's game. So the best way I figured to introduce everybody to who I am and to the channel, which is going to be a lot about just playing, tips, tricks on how to better your game, lower some strokes. Me and a buddy named Jedediah Frazier, who is a professional at Jacksonville Country Club, have decided to come up with this YouTube channel. So first channel right off the bat, I want to go with a what's in the bag video, sort of as an introduction to who I am, to get to know me a little bit better, what I play, how I play, and we can just go from there. So I'm going to start off with just a basic what's in the bag, and I'm going to start off with the golf ball that I use, which is interesting because I'm between two different golf balls right now. The first golf ball that I've been playing the most, which a lot of people play, it's a very premium golf ball. The Titleist Pro V1X with a hollow orange line. Very good golf ball, very long off the tee, very soft around the greens. You can't ever go wrong with it. They last a long time. You can hit them for several rounds and they're gonna last. The other golf ball that I'm between right now is the new TaylorMade TP5X Pix golf ball, also with a hollow orange line on it. Just recently started playing this golf ball. It's a very good golf ball, very long off the tee, very durable actually. But one thing that really struck me about this golf ball is it's feeling off the lower irons. It's not a very high spinning golf ball, it's a very controlled golf ball. So between these two balls, and you'll see me test them a bunch, I'll be between the Pro V1X or the TP5X. You can't really get wrong with either one of them. Price-wise, they're relatively similar. Obviously, you're going to pay a lot more for the Titleist name. They're known as the best golf ball in all of golf. I mean, really, let's be honest. I like to play the higher numbers. I mark my box here, as you can see here, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like to play those higher numbers. I have yet to find out if the TP5 Pix ball comes that way, but those are the two balls I'm really in between right now. Right. So let's get going on to what's in the bag. We're gonna start. Let's start from the putter up, right? So right now I'm playing an older school spider putter, TaylorMade. Trying to get a better feel for my putter. Between this putter with a really fat super stroke grip on it, this is actually shorter. It's about 34 inches currently. I'm testing it along with the Ping Sigma G counterbalance putter. Now I've had this putter in the bag for probably about 3 years now. It is a counterbalance, so it's extended in length, probably closer to, I don't really know how long it is, how tall it is. But I just recently went to a new super stroke grip, a little bit slimmer than the 5.0 on the TaylorMade putter. Very good putter for whenever I was playing a lot of golf. However, recently I haven't been playing a lot of golf, so I've lost a lot of the feel in the counterbalance putter itself. So I'm trying to get to a putter with a little more weight into it, hence why I'm working with the spider putter. Either one of them, very good putter. I've never used Ping before until I've used this putter right here, but I do like, if you can't see, it's got a milled inserted face. So it is a face insert, but it's milled and it is metal, unlike the TaylorMade, which this one is a milled metal insert, but even some of the older spider putters are actually a plastic insert. So they both roll really good, but they're all gonna be a lot softer than your milled, Scotty Cameron or your milled blade putter. So as we move into the wedges, I actually have a different wedge setup than a lot of people do. I play Wilson Staff, 62 degree, one of my favorite clubs. Very versatile wedge. I actually play a lot of shots. I'll get into that in a minute. 56 and 52. I play also in Wilson Staff. Honestly, you can't go wrong with these wedges. They set up a lot like a Vokey or a Cleveland wedge is set up. I really like the way they feel. But the reason I went with the 62 over the 60 is, well, one, I don't have to open the face quite as much. I don't have to manipulate the club quite as much to play those higher lofted shots to get a lot more spin and just sort of just swing it. However, I'm very good with closing that face down and hitting a really low bump and run kind of chip shot. Really love this club. If you've never tried out an FG Tour wedge, I highly recommend it. Really love these wedges. Even if I wasn't sponsored whenever I was on developmental tours with Wilson Staff, I probably would play these wedges if I would hit them. So as we move up into the bag, into the actual iron set, I play a pitch and wedge through 4-iron setup with the FG Tour 100 blades. All right, so this is the pitch and wedge right here. Very smooth look. And if you don't know the history behind these, the FG Tour 100s, they were set up with an old school look. I'll get a different one. This one's kind of dirty. They're set up with an older school look to accommodate the history behind Wilson Staff. So if we look on the face, you can see they went with a diamond all the way up the face, also with a very tall hosel finish, or ferrule finish, I should say, to give it that old school look. Now the 100 stands for the 100 majors that Wilson Staff has won in professional golf. Very slick looking irons. I love them. Been playing them for years. I've had them about a year and a half before they were released. Loved them from the get-go. Been playing those through the 4-iron, mainly because I took the 3-iron out. This one's just currently in the bag for right now, just because I like messing around with it. This is the older set of Wilson Staffs that I hit, the FG62 blade irons. This is the 2-iron. Love this thing. I was just tinkering around with it today. Not really officially in the bag. Most of my shafts are dynamic gold X100s. That's what I play in all my shafts with irons, except for this baby right here. This is what is currently actually in the bag. This is my 2-iron, also Wilson Staff. It's the V4 lineup. It's more of a driving iron, so it offers a lot more forgiveness. It's got a weight in the bottom, so you can really tinker with it a little bit. I've actually put a new shaft in it. It comes stock with a graphite shaft. I put in a Project X 7.0, so it's an extra stiff and a long iron, just so I can get away from that hard hook miss whenever I overswing at it. Played my first official round of golf with the new shaft in this iron today and absolutely loved it. Smoked it. Wherever I wanted to go, I could go after it, not have to worry about it going left, not have to worry about the club getting wild on me. So as we move up a little bit higher into now the 3-wood, I am once again still in the Wilson Staff family for the F5 3-wood. Been playing this since it was released. Honestly, it's a very hot 3-wood. It is adjustable in its loft. I have it set down at 12.5 degrees right now. Really love this 3-wood over time. Even with my swing speed at 123 miles per hour last checked, the club has maintained its pop, its heat off the club face. The only thing that's going to drive a lot of people away is the sound of it. It's a very loud sounding 3-wood. It's not dead like your normal clubs are now. But until this 3-wood stops working for me, I will not get rid of it. Love this 3-wood. The F5 driver I used to have in the bag was one of the hottest drivers I've ever played in my life, but unfortunately that driver went dead. So currently in the bag for the driver, I use the M6. I have with an X-Flex, I think it's a 65 gram shaft. Yep, 65 gram shaft, X-Flex. That's my weight distribution. Weight all the way forward, weight towards the fade here. Very hot driver. This is the first M-Series driver I've ever used. You can really tell with the miss hits on these M-Series drivers that there's a lot of forgiveness. The twist face is kind of the real deal. I didn't quite believe in it when they first came out, but my first initial hit with this driver is it's a lot longer when you hit it on a sweet spot than most drivers. Now, I came from the Epic, the original Epic. Now, the Epic that I had was probably the longest driver I ever hit, only when you hit it out of the sweet spot. The jailbreak technology is great in those drivers. However, I feel like the jailbreak offsets a little bit to the hill. So in order for me to get the optimal distance out of the driver, I had to hill it a little bit, which I don't like to do. If I'm going to miss it, I'm much rather miss it on the toe, just because I feel like that's a little more controllable. So that is basically what's in the bag right now. The only thing that I'm really questioning right now is the golf ball. Now, I'd like to know your opinion on what the golf ball that you prefer to play and why, and if I should test them. and give me reasons why I should test them and why you think they're the best golf ball to play. Other than that, there's nothing really more to say what's in my bag. I just want to give a good, proper welcoming to the channel. This is not just strictly my channel. Like I said, my buddy Jedediah Frazier at a Jacksonville Country Club is going to be doing this with me. He's an aspiring pro. He's trying to get out there, play a lot more mini tour events, try to get out there into the professional ranks as a player. Now, he's a really good player. He's very long, and you'll see that. We'll play a lot of head-to-head matches on this channel. We're going to play a lot of challenges, like Rick Shields does. This was the idea of this channel came from, was from Rick Shields. We watched a bunch of his videos while we were at the shop, and we thought, why not us? Why not let us have a chance to get some exposure and maybe even make something out of it. I think we can have a lot of fun. I feel like we have a pretty good comical standpoint between us, and maybe this will take off, maybe it won't, but it's worth a shot, right? So a little bit more about me. I grew up playing the game from, I think, 2 years old when I first picked up the club. At 4 years old, I hit a hole-in-one. I was 4 years, 195 days old. I had a 112-yard par 3, hit a hole-in-one. Ended up breaking my first world record. And that sort of set in motion a career, I guess you could say. I did try to take it to the professional ranks, went out there, played a bunch of mini tour events, tried to qualify for the US Open a couple times. Not very successful on that. But other than that, I had that world record, and in 2007, I broke my second world record for a short course scoring record of 54, 16 under par. It made a lot of noise. It really did. It helped me get places in junior golf that I never thought was possible. I ended up turning pro before or during my senior year of high school, so I didn't play my senior year of high school golf. I actually turned pro, started playing the mini tour events during my high school years, my senior year, and I was nervous. I was very nervous going up there trying to play and compete with those boys. So now, sort of where I'm at now is trying to get back there, trying to get the game back to as sharp as it once was. I took a break in the past 3 years and haven't been playing, and now it's sort of trying to get back, trying to get the exposure, and hopefully the help with this video, and hopefully the help with the popularity of these videos, if we can get it. Maybe then we'll get somewhere with it. Maybe then we'll not only me but Jedediah as well can get some exposure, get some funding, get some backing, get some good practice, get some good places to go, and maybe meet some cool people along the way. If not, it's an incredible journey I hope I'm willing to take with you guys, with Jedediah, with our friends that are willing to film for us, be in some of these videos with us. And I'm hoping that these videos will take off. I'm hoping that you'll subscribe, hoping that you'll share these videos on your Facebook page or your Instagram page. Let social media do its work. Hopefully you'll help us, hopefully you'll help me, and hopefully you'll have some fun, and we'll put in some training videos, some good tips, some tricks, some things that we work on, and some things that won't even have to change your swing to hopefully better your game. So like I said, this is just the introduction. Maybe this is just the start of something great. Maybe it's not, but we'll see. But it all starts with you. It really starts with your help, and hopefully you'll enjoy this process with us. So hit like, hit subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Thank you.